When you sit with a pretty girl for an hour, it seems like a minute. But sit on a hot stove for a minute, and it seems like an hour. That's relativity. Imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world. Creativity is intelligence having fun. Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. The more I learn, the more I realize how much I don't know. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. Peace cannot be kept by force, it can only be achieved by understanding. You cannot simultaneously prevent and prepare for war. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. It has become appallingly obvious that our technology has exceeded our humanity. Time is an illusion. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. The distinction between past, present, and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion. Gravitation is not responsible for people falling in love. The only reason for time is so that everything doesn't happen at once. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. Wisdom is not a product of schooling, but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Everything that is really great and inspiring is created by the individual who can labor in freedom. Unthinking respect for authority is the greatest enemy of truth. Few are those who see with their own eyes and feel with their own hearts. I live in that solitude which is painful in youth, but delicious in the years of maturity. Small is the number of people who see with their eyes and think with their minds. Out of clutter find simplicity. From discord find harmony. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Any fool can know. The point is to understand. Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them. Not everything that can be counted counts, and not everything that counts can be counted. The difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. A human being is a part of the whole, called by us universe, a part limited in time and space. The world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who watch them without doing anything. The value of a man should be seen in what he gives and not in what he is able to receive. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. Stay away from negative people. They have a problem for every solution. A calm and modest life brings more happiness than the pursuit of success combined with constant restlessness. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, it can only be changed from one form to another. No problem can be solved from the same level of consciousness that created it. The pursuit of truth and beauty is a sphere of activity in which we are permitted to remain children all our lives. Science can flourish only in an atmosphere of free speech. If we knew what it was we were doing, it would not be called research, would it? A new idea comes suddenly and in a rather intuitive way, but intuition is nothing but the outcome of earlier intellectual experience. A happy man is too satisfied with the present to dwell too much on the future. Striving for peace and preparing for war are incompatible with each other, and in our time more so than ever. I never think of the future. It comes soon enough. There comes a point in your life when you need to stop reading other people's books and write your own. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. The search for truth is more precious than its possession. Education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think. A little knowledge is a dangerous thing. So is a lot. Wisdom is the offspring of reflection and experience, not books. The ideals which have always shone before me and filled me with joy are goodness, beauty, and truth. Setting an example is not the main means of influencing others. It is the only means. A man should look for what is, and not for what he thinks should be. It is every man's obligation to put back into the world at least the equivalent of what he takes out of it. The world is a dangerous place, not because of those who do evil, but because of those who look on and do nothing. Imagination is the highest form of research. I am enough of an artist to draw freely upon my imagination. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. Creativity takes courage, and courage builds change. You cannot depend on your eyes when your imagination is out of focus.